let's talk about which FSD driving profile is the best. Stay tuned until later on in the video where I rant about the NFL. So if you want to continue watching for that, stay until then. Just grab my coffee. So which is the best FSD mode? For those that have never driven a Tesla, FSD is the full self-driving feature. You've got 3 driving profiles or modes. You've got chill, which is supposed to be the slower chill mode, I guess. You've got standard, which is supposed to more be like a typical driver. And then you have hurry mode, which is supposed to speed you past all the traffic and overtake cars that are going too slow. And those are the 3 distinctive modes that they've created for when you're using FSD. So after my thorough testing, driving FSD every single day since I got this car, which was in November until now, so 2 months, I have determined which is the best and which is the worst currently for version 13. In last place, and the worst driving profile for FSD, is standard. Now, this one was pretty close, but I gotta put standard in last place because it's the most dangerous driving profile because it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's in between chill and hurry. It wants to abide by the keep right lane rules, but also pass cars that are going too slow. So what it would do is weave left and right, stay in the right lane, move to the left lane, move back to the right lane, and try to squeeze in between cars. And that makes your driving experience very unsettling. So I would not recommend standard when you are trying out this car, or especially when you're initially starting out with FSD and you're just experimenting with it. Other negatives with standard is it just doesn't know what it wants to be. I think if it was a clear-cut standard driver mode, I don't think it would have came in last place for me, but as of right now, I've got standard in last place. Now, for second place, which means you guys will find out who first place is. This was a close one, but I had to put chill in second place. Even though chill is my personal favorite because it gives the driver all of the power. But some of you guys might not like that. Because when you think of FSD, you think of the car just driving itself and you're sitting back and relaxing. That's not really the current state of FSD right now. The current state of FSD is that you have to supervise and manage the car while it's driving. So in my mind, the best mode for that is chill, because what chill does is keep the car at a reasonable pace. It keeps the car driving safe in the right lane, and it allows the driver to decide when to change lanes and to speed up and all of that stuff. So that's what I like using in my car. Some of you Tesla owners, go ahead and comment down which mode you guys like to use the most and which one's your favorite. I just think chill is a lot safer than standard is, and that played a big role in determining who came in third versus second. I was going back and forth a lot with who should go third and who should go second. I initially had standard as second for the longest time, but the more I used standard, the less I liked it. So that's why standard comes in third and chill comes in second. The only downside of chill is that if you don't do anything, the car will be driving a little too slow. So if you're trying to get somewhere, I would say chill is not the best mode to use. If you're late for an appointment, if you're late for work, you probably shouldn't use chill because you want to be on the faster lanes and you want to pass people very often, especially on the freeway as well. So yeah, if you're ever in a hurry, you probably shouldn't use chill. And that leads us to first place, which is hurry mode. So hurry mode is the best FSD mode in my opinion. And that is because even though hurry doesn't sound safe, it actually is the safest driving mode that you can use with FSD. Because what it will do is get you out of traffic jams and sticky situations. So, if you've watched any of my other videos, which I've mostly used hurry mode on, when there's a bunch of traffic, like say when you're getting on the freeway and there's a bunch of traffic coming up, it'll speed up to avoid that. And that's something that I love about hurry mode. Hurry mode will also get you out of these city streets by staying in the lane that's the fastest. And that's such a amazing thing to not even think about while you're driving. The car decides which lane is fastest for you. You don't have to head check. You don't have to check your mirrors or cameras. So what hurry does is pretty much take full control of all of your blind spots and your driving. So you pretty much just sit back and relax and make sure nothing goes wrong with hurry mode. So if you want the full Tesla FSD driving experience, I would highly recommend you go with hurry mode, but not initially. If you just bought this car and you're trying out FSD for the first time, I would say use chill for a while and supervise the car until you get a hold of things and until the car gets used to your city streets. When I initially drove this car on FSD, it took a while for the car to recognize these streets and get used to like all the turns and all the hazards and street lines and stuff. So it takes time to calibrate that, but it also takes time to sort of map out the area, is what I have experienced, because there are little spots where I live where the car would just mess up on FSD. So that's something I would recommend, is you just stay in chill mode until you get used to it, until the car gets used to it. But in first place, I do have hurry mode. So congrats to all the hurry mode enthusiasts. I saw a guy who commented that they were gonna unsubscribe because they saw me driving on chill mode. So there are some fans of these FSD modes, and some not so much fans of chill mode, but I would say that standard is the worst. All right. You guys had a great weekend. Did you guys watch any football, is my question. There goes that Corvette. Now here's my rant on the NFL. If you guys watched over the weekend, Chiefs versus Bills, you guys know what I'm talking about. I think the problem with the NFL is that it's become too predictable. And it's become too predictable because of the referees and the NFL agenda. Instead of just letting these teams play and the winner or the better team wins, the NFL wants to sort of push certain teams into the limelight and into better spots. And they want to push certain players into superstardom. And when you do that, you make the games become much more predictable. So when things become predictable, it becomes very boring to watch. So I was watching the Bills and Chiefs game, and the whole time everybody knew that there was a bias towards the Chiefs, and they're going to get all the calls, and if it's a close game, they're going to win. And that's exactly what happened. Every time there was a 50-50 call or a bang-bang call, the Chiefs got the benefit of it. And that just sucks. That just sucks for NFL fans, football fans, Bills fans, even Chiefs fans, because your whole dynasty run, championship run, is now tainted. Looks like we have a big crash up ahead. A lot of people are doing U-turns, which is not good. I might have to find another route to take. Let's see. Is there another way to work? I could take that route. I could take. Man. Well, it's kind of clearing up. Maybe we should just stay on course. Oof. We'll see what happened up ahead. That looks like a big crash. Yikes. But back to the football game. There were several calls that were just blatantly wrong. The first one was the interception that they called as a reception for the wide receiver, even though the ball hit the ground. So it should have been either a pick or an incomplete pass. And I get what people are saying, that there was a holding penalty and they would have got the first down anyways, but they were more closer to the 30-yard line, so it would have been they would still have to travel another 25 yards to get a touchdown. But what this did was put the ball right at the 3. And that was a guaranteed touchdown for the Chiefs. And then the next call was the most egregious one, which was the 4th and 1, which Josh Allen clearly got the first down with forward progress, but one referee had him a yard above the first down marker, and then the referee, who clearly couldn't see where the ball was, called him further back. And for some reason, they went with the other referee. So that was egregious. They even looked at it through replay, and still they said the play stands. So that's how you know this shit is rigged. And I probably won't be watching the Super Bowl because it's really pointless. I already know the Chiefs are going to three-peat. That's what the NFL wants. That's the story they want going into the Super Bowl. They want the first team to three-peat ever. And yeah, they're trying to build up Mahomes as the next Brady. And unfortunately, for the Chiefs, that is, their season and their championships are tainted because of this. Because you're going to look back in 10 to 20 years saying, like, yeah, the Chiefs were a great team. They won all these Super Bowls, but they were heavily helped out by the referees and the NFL. And if they didn't get all those calls, would they have won? And, so that's a shame. All right, we get to see what the hell is going on here. Lots of... Looks like a crash. There was a crash. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like somebody was trying to turn into somebody else. And the Tesla was actually able to maneuver past the cop car, which is sort of in the center there. That's pretty good. Good job, car. Delayed us by a couple of minutes, but we are still on track to make it on time. Usually Mondays there's not a lot of traffic, so we should be good. A lot of cars did a U-turn there because they didn't want to wait. There's multiple routes you can take to get to the freeway, so. But yeah, I feel bad for Josh Allen. He deserved it. He's been working hard. Every year the Bills work really hard to try to beat the Chiefs, and for them to always come up short I feel their pain. But that's probably how a lot of people felt when they went up against Michael Jordan in the 90s. I know because my Seattle Supersonics lost to them in the finals. Michael Jordan prevented a lot of great players from winning a Super Bowl ring, and I have a feeling that Mahomes is going to do the same to a lot of other great quarterbacks such as Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I mean, Joe Burrow got to a Super Bowl, but he lost. I'm killing my coffee. We are currently on chill mode, so as you can see, I'm in the right lane, just minding my own business, chillaxing on my way to work. So if you like going for a cruise and just enjoying the car ride, I would suggest chill. So we got a Model S to our left here. So who are you guys rooting for in the Super Bowl? Do you guys want to see the Chiefs three-peat? Or would you rather have the Eagles and Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts win their first ring? I think I'd rather have my guy Saquon win his first ring. He won me my fantasy league, so I really want him to win the championship after the Giants just gave up on him and threw him to the curb. That would be kind of cool if he won a Super Bowl his first year away from the Giants. The Giants, man, the Giants are such a horrible mess. I don't even know what they're doing. They practically gave the Eagles, their arch rivals, a trip to the Super Bowl by giving them Saquon Barkley, the best running back in the whole league. All because they didn't want to spend the money and they wanted to keep Daniel Jones for another year. That's just crazy to me. How do these people even get NFL jobs is beyond me. An NFL fan would do a better job as GM than a lot of these GMs, and that's the cold hard truth that not a lot of NFL people want to admit. That is the truth. There's also a lot of Madden players and gamers that would do a much better job than a lot of these offensive coordinators. So far, we've used up 5% of battery, and we'll end up with 73 once we get to our destination, using about 7%, which is not too bad. 7% to get to work, and then 7% to get back, and it only takes a few hours to charge back up. So that's my morning commute. Might take a shortcut here. Let's see how bad the traffic is. Oof. This is the part of the drive that I hate the most because there's always traffic right here. There's always cars that want to go south, and there's always cars that are trying to exit to go north, and it becomes a clusterfuck up here. Now, what I like to do is exit on Still Street here. If there are no cars coming our way, we can make a pass to the right here. And I don't want to I have to defy the traffic here, or defy the traffic rules. So I have 17 minutes to get there. If I take this route, let's see how fast I can get there. If I skip through this traffic, let's just see. It'd be fun if I just did a U-turn right there. Oh, it actually wants me to U-turn. I will not be doing that. Alright. Skip through that traffic. It still wants me to U-turn, but I'm not going to do that because I can just get on the freeway over here. There we go. One of the things I hate most about this car, unfortunately, is the navigation. It doesn't know how to take the most efficient routes. It wants to take its own weird routes rather than do the routes that will get you there the fastest. And I will be creating a new video on all of the stuff I don't like about this car, since I already did a video about the stuff that I do like about this car. Let's get back to FSD. I'm in chill mode, so it's not gonna like that. Let's move to hurry. Windshield wipers randomly coming on. There's just certain little things like that that's annoying that I wish they would fix with the software update, but who knows when those things will be fixed. I can't believe I'm killing my coffee here. Crazy thing is, even though I skipped through all of that traffic, it's still saying that the other route would have been faster because now I'm 3 minutes late. Who knows? Ooh, great maneuver to the right lane here with this dumpster truck. Very super slow. We'll eventually need to get on the left lane up ahead. We'll see how the car does. I do like how this car knows how long it has before it needs to switch lanes. It does have a good estimate of when to use other lanes to pass cars and when it needs to get back to the slower lane. I'm curious as to all of the people who bought this car recently. What are you guys' experience with it? Do you guys like the car? How are you guys driving it? What FSD modes you're using? All that stuff. So comment your experience down below. Oh, also, have there been any issues? I'm really curious as to if any of you guys have been having issues with your Teslas, because I haven't, and that's kind of a scary thought. Like, fingers crossed, like maybe I haven't driven it enough, or maybe it's just haven't been enough time, and I'd like to see where the potential issues might arise so I can get it addressed. I did have a small issue. For some reason, when I close my driver's side door, the window to the passenger's door does that little adjustment when you close and open the door. So that's kind of weird, but I think it's fixed now. All I did to fix it was I rolled down the passenger window all the way down, closed my door, and then rolled it back up. And after that, it stopped doing that. So Weird. Maybe you just needed some recalibration or something. Let's see if my car knows to get to the left lane. Oh man, it's getting close. Come on, car. Unless you want to overtake these Priuses. Come on now. You need to be in the left lane. Oof. Man. That was a little chaotic there. Kind of wish the car would have moved into the left lane a little sooner. We can't be on that lane. That lane is not a going right lane. We're gonna need to exit right afterwards. But I am a little curious if I let it go that way and see how it merges. I'm pretty sure it's gonna miss the exit and then have to do some sort of U-turn or make me take over. I think that's what it would do. I never know what to title these videos. I've seen people title their videos with just one subject line, but they talk about a lot of different things. Or should I just parse it out and list out all of the things that I'm talking about in the video? I don't know. Whatever gets you guys to click on the videos more and is more transparent or more informative. What I don't like is when people put in a lot of titles and then they don't really get to that topic until like the end of the video. Sort of misleading there. As this car tries to merge in. Well, some people are nice, so maybe they would have let me in, but I don't know. Can't risk it. It's such a different driving experience when you're driving this car yourself versus when you're on FSD. Because you have to do a lot of head checks and do a lot of manual things rather than things just automatically being done. I should probably use that. I was driving my old car recently because I had to take it in for an oil change. And it's just not the same anymore. Once you've driven a Tesla, you can really never go back. But yeah, that's all I had to talk about in this video. Please enjoy the rest of the drive. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Where did I throw it? Throw that.